They weren't criminals. They weren't rebels. But Rome hunted them anyway. Tortured. Executed in public. For centuries, the most powerful empire in the world tried to erase them. And then, something impossible happened. Rome didn't destroy Christianity. It surrendered to it. So how did a forbidden faith rise from the shadows and take control of Rome itself? By the early 4th century, Rome was changing. Not by invasion, not by rebellion, but from within. Christians were no longer just hiding in the shadows. They were everywhere. In homes, in markets, even inside the Roman army. The empire that once hunted them was slowly filling with them, and Rome didn't know how to stop it. Then came a man named Constantine, a general, a strategist, a man fighting for control of the empire itself. In the year 312 AD, he marched toward Rome. A battle was coming, one that would decide everything. But before the fight, something happened, something that would change history forever. According to ancient sources, Constantine looked to the sky and saw a symbol, a cross of light, and words that followed. In this sign, you will conquer. That night, he made a decision. He ordered his soldiers to mark their shields with the symbol of Christ. This was no longer just a battle for power. It became something else. The next day, Constantine won. Against all odds, Rome was his. But instead of crushing Christianity, he did something no one expected. He legalized it. In 313 AD, the Edict of Milan was declared. Christians were no longer enemies of the state. They were free. After centuries of fear, the persecution ended. What followed was fast. Faster than anyone expected. Churches began to rise, openly. Christian leaders gained influence inside the empire itself. The faith that once hid underground was now shaping laws, politics, and culture. Rome didn't just accept Christianity, it began to transform because of it. But this change came at a cost. Not everyone welcomed it. Old traditions clashed with new beliefs. Pagan temples stood beside Christian churches. Tension grew. And for the first time, Christians were no longer the hunted. They were part of power, and power always changes things. Over time, Christianity spread even further, until it reached the very top. Emperors began to embrace it. Laws began to reflect it. And eventually, the Roman Empire itself became Christian. The same empire that once executed believers now defended their faith. Think about it. A small group with no army, no power, no protection, faced the greatest empire in the world. They were hunted, silenced, killed, and yet they didn't disappear. They endured. And in the end, they didn't just survive Rome, they changed it forever. If you want to explore more hidden moments like this, stories that shaped the world we live in, subscribe and join me in uncovering the past. Because history is never as simple as it seems.